On the other hand, then we had the cost push inflation. Since we already know how to work with the graphs, with the demand pull, you make the same diagrams of aggregate supply and aggregate demand. You put real income, real GDP, real output on the x-axis. You put the price level on the y-axis. You mark the equilibrium level of GDP and the price level in the economy. So if aggregate supply jumps upwards or to the left, जिसको हम बोलते हैं कि total supply गिर जाना, if aggregate supply falls, we can clearly see on the y-axis the price level has gone up. That means inflation took place. And if you look at the x-axis, we see that the real GDP has fallen. So that means that your economic indicator के point of view से the economic growth has gone down. That's bad. And the unemployment, not employment, unemployment has gone up because less is being produced. That's what it shows. तो डिफ्लेशन इन्फ्लेशन भी हो गई और इस तरह से हुई है, इसको हम कॉस्ट पुश इन्फ्लेशन बोलते हैं because the supply curve is decreasing because of the rising cost of production. Cost push inflation के दो major reasons हैं. Number one is cost of production rise कर जाए, cost of production rise कर जाए. Now remember, cost of production जो है वो एक और goods and services की नहीं बढ़े. Generally society में हर goods की cost बढ़ना शुरू हो जाए. That's what inflation is. For example, if it's a hot season and the demand for ice cream goes up and ice cream becomes expensive, we can't say that's inflation because ice cream की demand बढ़ने की वजह से it went up. Generally prices should be rising. तो अगर मिल्क एक्सपेंसिव हो जाता है तो आइसक्रीम महंगी हो सकती है, लेकिन कपड़ा महंगा नहीं होगा मिल्क एक्सपेंसिव होने की वजह से. कपड़ा हैज नथिंग टू डू विद दैट, कॉटन हैज नथिंग टू डू विद दैट. सो लेकिन अगर ऑयल महंगा हो जाता है, आइसक्रीम को भी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन यूज करनी है और कपड़े को भी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन यूज करनी है, वेजिटेबल्स को भी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन यूज करनी है, तो all goods and services will start to become more expensive. So when we talk about this, we say अगर price of key raw material rises, example could be oil. If oil prices rise, every business will have the cost go up. हर किसी का किस्म का raw material is going to become expensive. Number two could be like wages rise in the economy. अब वेजेस कैसे राइज हो सकती है? गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड्स कि नेशनल मिनिमम वेज बढ़ा दो. आई होप यू नो व्हाट नेशनल मिनिमम वेज इज. इट इज जो सबसे अनस्किल्ड फुल टाइम वर्कर होता है उसकी सैलरी जो है, बेस सैलरी, वो गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड करती है. इफ गवर्नमेंट इंक्रीजेज द मिनिमम वेज फ्रॉम 17,000 to 20,000, your lowest skilled worker like a janitor or like a peon or somebody in your business, उनकी salaries will go up from 17,000 to 20,000. जो बंदा 20,000 पे काम कर रहा है वो देखेगा मेरे और janitor के wages में कोई फर्क ही नहीं है. They're going to ask for higher also, and so हर tier के ऊपर the wage will start to go up. Other reasons could be like indirect tax goes up. Indirect tax goods and services पे लगते हैं. That's tax on goods and services. Okay. If this goes up, every business has to pay GST. Aggregate supply cost of production will rise. Interest rate. A lot of businesses have to borrow money from the banks. So if interest rate goes up, we say cost of borrowing rises, और इसकी वजह से भी aggregate supply is going to go down. ऐसी सिचुएशन में even depreciation of your currency can have an impact. Depreciation की वजह से what happens is that the price of imported raw material rise, and for this reason your cost of production is likely to go up. तो एक रीजन तो हो गया कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन राइज होना. Our second reason is somehow the productivity falls. This could be labor productivity, your capital की productivity, machines वगैरह की productivity, and even natural resources यानी land की productivity. This is about like you've used your agriculture land so many times that it has become less fertile over the period of time, or deforestation has happened and your desoiling has happened. All of these factors can cause the aggregate demand to go down. So if aggregate supply increases, the price level goes down. That's called deflation. And that would happen if cost of production falls or if productivity increases. You just work around the same ones, the same factors, just write the opposites of them.